Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm back in Leeds this morning. Nice and early. It's not a Sunday. It's a next best thing though. It's a bank holiday Monday. Taking a walk around Richmond Hill, East End Park, maybe even up as far as a little bit of Osmonthorpe. I just wanted to visit an old church before we started really. It's like country style hampers now. Used to be All Saints Church. There was an old Victorian church here. Got demolished in the 80s, and they built a sort of modern cottagey type place. It was lovely. Thought I'd bring my dog with me because she's going to need a long walk today, and I didn't feel like doing it when I got home, so I'll have some video editing to do, but I'm not sure how well this is going to work. But yeah, this was the church. The vicarage was there behind the houses. They've converted some of it actually. There's people working, and that was a lovely garden. And the entrance to the church was round the, we've just passed, that's the back of York Road swimming baths there. And this was where the old wash house was that I was telling you about, and the swimming baths. That was a sports centre. I don't think that's a sports centre anymore. And I think, there's not really a theme to my videos around town, except that trying to provide some kind of a social history. But what the theme that I'm actually seeing when I'm walking is, in a lot of places the community seems to be gone. Things that were provided by the Victorians, no less, swimming baths and libraries, churches, a lot of it seems to be gone. I'm sure there's a lot of it still there. That's an old building. Oh, that's part of the country style as well. I'll look them up. That's an old church building. Not quite sure what it is. But yeah, I remember. I'll look it up. Wanted to come up here because we've done a few old cinemas, haven't we, on our travels, and there's one here. It was the Princess Cinema. A little shop on the right there that's Best Bites, traditional sandwich shop. That was the sweet shop for the cinema. Kelly, Hill. There you go. Used to go in there. And next to it was the pub. That was the Shepherd pub. Wasn't the Tetley's pub, funnily enough. I was talking about Tetley's pubs, but it wasn't. Come. Had some steps up to it. There was a foyer there where the fish and chip shop is, and there were some steps up to the reception. That building in the distance there, that factory, that was a wood joinery shop called Curtis's. Let's walk along here. Yeah. Come. That's the back of the cinema there. It's a builder's now. It's been for a long time actually. I was talking at work yesterday about churches. I don't go to church now, but I find it hard to as a society, we've really changed. And I don't think I am religious anymore, but I can see the value of the way I sort of described it to my friend at work was Hill. The way I described it to my friend at work was it gives you like a reset, does religion, doesn't it? Whether you go to the whatever it is, this church on a Sunday, the mosque on a Friday, you get to reset your week. Think about what you've done, try and resolve what you've done or what you've said or how you've been, and it gives you a fresh start to the week. And I know you don't need church to do that, but it did give people a focus. And whereas just scrolling through social media or reading the manufactured news that we get never gives us a chance to do that reset. And I don't know, just seems a shame. Places that were once like that little church down there, people got married, christenings, funerals, and now, like a lot of things, it's just given over to commerce. Come. I think this used to be the co-op. The reason I'm coming round here is because there's this old ghost sign above this shop. This building here was the co-op. It became a laundrette for a long time, but I always remember it as a laundrette, but before that I think it was a co-op. I've said in other videos that's where you literally got everything you needed. You had all these shops, your bread, butchers, bakers, drapers. These gaps here, these were the toilet yards. So every like 2 or 3 houses, there was one at each end. Then they had them in the middle, and every 2 or 3 yards, every 2 or 3 houses had shared toilets that were in there. That's the kind of house I grew up with. We were lucky we had a bath that someone had installed later on. But we still had to share the bathroom. We still had to share the bathroom. East Park Drive, I think this is. My mother used to send me to the shop down the bottom of there. Come. I just wanted to come up here and show you this one-stop shop. It's one of the lost pubs of Leeds name. It's the Irish Centre on York Road there, passed a few weeks ago. And this was a pub called the... Sorry, sit. Little bit of... little bit of doggy training. Yeah, it was known as the Slip-In. Well, that was its name, the Slip-In. Could never really remember what that meant. If you know, leave me a comment. There's a pub I only went in like a couple of times. I think it had did it have a bit of a reputation? Or was that just me? But yeah, the sort of housing starts to change a little bit. There's the terraces to the right, but I think there's sort of more modern houses with gardens and bathrooms. Come. As you get nearer to the park. On the right, but on the left it's still, as you find in Leeds, mile after mile of red brick terraced houses. Come, I'll head through this. Never knew what this was called, was it? Raincliffe Park or something? I can't remember. Let me know in the comments. We'll head through here. Come, East End Park down there. Middleton Woods right in the very far distance. I don't know if you can see them. I'm sure that's what that is. Right over there. And as I say, this little park that I can't remember the name of. We'll carry on towards East End Park. Then we're going to walk up to Osmondthorpe Lane. Up Osmondthorpe Lane to York Road, and then kind of back down York Road. Is this East End Park Workingmen's Club? Neville Hill. That's a good dog. What place I ever think I went. Come. Just there. Hill. Sure what this is or was. Back streets. Kirkwall Avenue. Never knew it was called that. East End Park there that we've, and as you can see it changed up here. It was like semi-detached houses with gardens, no doubt toilets and bathrooms. Mixed in with the back-to-back houses. I suppose this is the advantage of not having to go to work like I do on a Sunday morning. I can just take a bit longer, just go a little bit further. So you see, I always think of East End Park as not being the property of East End Park in Cross Green, but that was the side I grew up. But just as much belongs to Osmonthorpe, doesn't it? Sure, I've been around here at some point in my life. This thing's Richardson Road. That's it. I think it's have a mate who lived around here. Definitely wasn't coming this far down, but for any train buffs out there. So yeah, for any of you train buffs, Neville Hill Rail Depot goes all the way to where we were in the last video, you know, when we went when we're down East End Park, looking over the railway bridge, all that way. Come on. Oh, there you go. Buses, electric buses, trains, it's all happening. Incinerator on Pontefract Lane at the other side there. Never seen this view before. Couple of trains there. And there's the depot run by Northern. Right guys, I've found myself a long way down Osmonthorpe Lane, much further than I thought. I was going to come. Phone box. Phone box. Phone box in Leeds. Come on. So I'm heading back. The only trouble is, it's uphill now. Come. All the way to the Shaftesbury. Come. Blimey, the dog has finally, Callie, seems to be settling. And I'm done in. And she's finally settling down. Is there ever an open day at the train depot? That'd be a fantastic thing to go see. Or are you the CEO? Or do you know the CEO? And you can get me in and get a fledgling channel off the ground with a guided tour around the train sheds. That would be fantastic. So the road we just passed on the left, Ings Road, that's where we should have come out. East Leeds Health Centre. That's fancy. So now we're at the top of Richmond Hill Lane now. This is St Philip's Church. It's lovely inside. This actually, this All Saints Church where we started, that was a church in its own right for a long time. And then it sort of taken over by this church, and then eventually sold off. And the chimney there, but you know, you were never going to walk, were you, from from Richmond Hill up here every Sunday. The chimney there, I think, is that been Leeds Industrial Cooperative Society? Never knew what these buildings were. It was like a factory. If you know, then tell me. Sure, it must have had something to do with the co-op. Festival foods. This looks like a theatre, doesn't it? It's a great building. Lots of buses. Plenty of open spaces. This, there you go, I'm forgetting why I came this way. So, I've told you in previous videos that the dog's just having a sniff. Come on. East Leeds had coal mines everywhere, and I think why this has never been built on. This was coal mines on here, believe it or not. So we're up at the junction of Hare Hills Lane and York Road and Osmondthorpe Lane now. This was about as far as my world extended when I was a young child. So we used to come up to the cinema. Come. There, Hills Lane there. I just want to go around the corner because there's a famous... That used to be the Shaftesbury pub. Yeah. That used to be the Shaftesbury pub there. Got demolished and made into a nursing home. And this building here, this was Dyrons, still is Dyrons. You get your Vespers and those kinds of things. There you go, great shot of Dyrons. What's those others? Yeah, Vespers, tells you there, all the little motorbikes that you can buy. It's been there forever. I think it was a historical building before that, but I can't remember. Come! Can't remember what it was. Come on. To quickly go for the green light there, because otherwise you'll be there like 10 minutes. I'm going to go up there. Come on. So I head back now. I've been past this a few times on foot, in the car, never on foot. Fantastic place. Good. Wybeck Court Care Home. Come. Who did I come to see here? Oliver with my mum when it came out, 1970, 70 something, and the parade of shops there used to be the parade of shops there, and in the developers and the council's short-sightedness they demolished them and put the job centre there, and any chances of this whole block of quite beautiful buildings being renovated was lost forever, because sort of 45% of it was demolished. Starlight Bar, what a place. Come. I mean, why couldn't they build a job centre but keep the frontage? I don't know. So we're tracking along the side of York Road now, heading into Leeds. Definitely need to twist and turn. Going through them, not walking straight. As always, if you've any comments at all, I really would love to hear from you. I kind of wish I'd been doing this since I was 16. I really do. And although this isn't the main part of the channel, I think it's going to turn into one of the main parts because I enjoy it so much. But as you can see, I'm going up a hill, and I think it's fair to say it's probably spoil heaps from the coal mine that was here 200 years ago. So let's just take a moment to marvel at this flipping ace city, I have to say. Let me put a longer lead on this dog. So here we are, there's the top of Lupton Avenue there, with the funeral directors, and then it'll be Burton's there, the flats, the Scargill flats, the bottom of Torre Road, going over towards the city, university there, Parkinson building, all the new high-rise student accommodations. York Road there, where we're going now to go back to the car. In the distance, I'm not sure, Beast and going over towards Morley where the lighter fields are, I think, and then Middleton Woods there, Middleton Park there, then one going south will be there. And then all this in the foreground is the area that we've walked through, all the terraced houses. And then you can see the floodlights, the waste incinerator, Pontefract Lane. And you can see the floodlights down at Neville Hill. And Chimney where we've just come. And then Temple Newsham there, going round. Seacroft Hospital clock. And then Seacroft, there where Village Green and Tesco's and what have you is. And then behind the trees there, all of Hare Hills and going over towards Round here. So yeah, it's a nice park this. All what I thought it was like. What a view. I don't think I've ever seen this view in my life before. What's that building there? Sorry folks, I just want to see what... Oh, is that Bridgewater Place? The dreaded Bridgewater Place. I know, let's do this close up from the Scargill Flats across the city. See if you can see anywhere that you know. I can't remember the name of that building, the gold building. It's near Albion Street in Leeds. Sorry, I thought the dog had got off. Right, York Towers on York Road and York Road. That's where we're going. I hope you've enjoyed it, folks. Not quite finished yet, but as I said, if you've got any comments, please leave them. It's great to hear from you, and there's people out there probably know an awful lot more about the areas I'm visiting. Come. And then what I do is get off this windy hill. Just going to head down Torre Road because we were down here the other Sunday and wanted to show you the old tram sheds on Torre Road. But I never did. So let's get back into the land of the living. Iceland, B&M, or was it a B&M and I know there's a B&M and an Iceland. Walmart superstores. Come on. The shops on York Road that we walked past last week. Towers there, it used to be the social services office. Before it got converted into flats, and next to it is the probation office. I think it was the probation office. Yes, it is. Community payback. Minibuses in the backyard. What else could it be? So we're back at the bottom of Lupton Avenue. We came in here when we walked round Burton's. But I didn't do Torre Road on that walk. I got sidetracked about the day that I met Prince Charles, as was then. He came to open a community centre. Let's go, come. So I'm going to walk a little bit down Torre Road. And after I did the video, I discovered there was another pub that I'd forgotten about. It was the New Eagle Tavern. The New Eagle Tavern that used to be on here. Long gone. Another pub I never really went to. Come on. So where this Ford dealers is, this was the bus depot that was before that the train depot. You can see it on the left there. It was built in 1936. Leeds had an extensive tram network. Here. It's there on the left, and then there, you can't get into there, that's locked in the locked yard. It was purpose built as a tram shed, and then when the trams went in the early 1960s, it became the bus depot for a long time. Here was where Torre Road Sports and Social Club was. There's a bus signage. It's great bank holidays, we don't get enough of them, but they are good because it's got to be as quiet as a Sunday. I think this was the post office. Was it? Or was that further down? And there's the St Patrick's Catholic Church there. Oh, that must have replaced the St Patrick's that was that must have replaced the St Patrick's that was down near the town centre. 22 Catholic Art of Blood, Sweat and Tears Boxing Academy. There's 22 Catholic cathedrals in the UK. There's one in Leeds called the Leeds Cathedral. It's at Sheffield St Anne's. Another community notice board. Uber Gardens. Luncheon clubs, art classes, walks and banter. Your local councillors. That's where the Star Cinema is. Up there, we passed that a few weeks ago, just at the top of the street on the left. Yeah, so Leeds Cathedral is open to visitors in a couple of weeks' time. There's something every year, if you're in the UK, check it out. It's called the Heritage Days. Runs over 2 weeks in September, and old buildings, old churches, factories open. There's talks and various events. I've never been able to go because I've always worked on a weekend. So we're heading back up to York Road, but I wanted to just walk through Bermontoffs, but I just wanted to give you some idea what they built in the 60s and the 70s. A lot of, to replace older houses, and these sort of places have come in for a lot of criticism over the years. They're still here though, but they've come in for a lot of criticism. But now, if you go to Leeds City Centre, this is all the building. It's got a fancy kitchen and fancy show home, but basically this is all that's being built. Anyhow, Heritage Days, I've got the weekend off, I hope. It's in the lap of my in the hands of my manager, and some of the churches that we've passed on these walks, St Hilda's, St Saviour's, plus some others, are open. So I'm hoping to get in them and do some videos. So I'm quite excited about it. And if you are interested in the old churches, watch this space, because there may well be a little series coming up. The dog's done great, to be honest. I mean, she's never this is a complete random place. So York Road there, the Irish Centre. Oh wow, Town Hall. Let's show you that. Carly, sit. Carly, sit. She's done great. I want her to be able to be much more chilled. But she's pretty chilled, isn't she? Let me show you the Town Hall. Hazelwood Drive this is. There you go, folks. It's Town Hall. Blimey. Unexpected views around every corner on this morning's walk. Yeah, she's done great, because we've gone to some really, haven't you? You gonna smile for the camera? You gonna smile for the camera? Yeah. It's totally random where I've taken her. I don't know where she went before we had her, but since we've had her, it's been fields and woodlands and dog training. We went into Selby once, and I took her down Hunslet last week with me, but we only went on a sports field. So this is like a pretty big thing for her. And apart from the first 20% of the walk, which was a complete nightmare, she's been great. So I've got to be careful where I take her, I think. Maybe the times I take her. I don't think I've got much worries about bringing her out on a morning before 10, before the witching hour. But not on an afternoon. So I'm heading down here now, but not as far as we went last week, the other week when I went down to the community centre. There's another way to get across York Road, down here on the left, because as I say, these communities are, these communities are properly divided. By the road. So if you wondered where we were, we're here. We're back at the Torre Road swimming baths, the Irish Centre. I need to cross this road. I can't do it like I did when I was young, leaping over the barrier. Come on. So I'm going to take my life in my hands and tackle this subway. Dogging subway. Come on. That's pretty, isn't it? Oh, that's nice. I've certainly tidied them up anyway. There were awful places when I was young. It was so dark. Still only half the lights working by the looks of it. These murals are lovely. If you know how they came to be, let me know. There you go, folks. That's better. Nice to see there's some CCTV. Right, dog, come on. And this was Curtis's, it's Curtis House Business Centre now. It was Curtis's Shop Fitters. And one of my uncles used to work there. And at the other side of it is a street called Birking Avenue. And I did want to go there, but I wanted to show you it's not there anymore anyway. But there used to be something called the Police Club. It was run by Leeds City Police. I don't know if it was for lads who had been in trouble with the police. They did boxing and woodwork and that sort of thing. But anyone used to go. So I got sent when I was a teenager. I stopped going, I think, after I got beat up one night, which I always thought was ironic. Not by the police, but by some of the horrible kids that used to live around here. But that wasn't all of them, was it? Anyway, folks, we're back where we started. Blimey. If you've stuck with me, thank you very much for watching. I really have a good feeling about this channel. I have to have, or I'd stop doing it. I like how the parks, all the parks we've seen, they have these fenced off areas. They had them on East End Park, they had them on the hill at the back of the Shaftesbury there, and they're obviously little areas for wildlife. Princess Cinema there. Thanks for watching. If you did like it, give it a big thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel. It's the slowest thing in the world getting a YouTube channel established. Leave comments because that helps as well. YouTube needs to notice you, and it can either notice you because you do or say something sensational, or you do something really popular like gaming or what have you, or you're very, very good at making YouTube videos, or it notices you because people like what you do and interact with you. So if you do like what I do, then let YouTube know. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time, wherever that takes us. Blimey. Come on. Pretty. We're back at All Saints Church, as was